Looking over the steering wheel, Jay, before we move on to the run here for a second, which Pennsylvania star do you think is most likely to get tagged, Foles or Le'Veon Bell? How do you see either of those things playing out?
I don't understand the Le'Veon Bell part of it, and here's why. If they want to try and transition tag him, let's say, okay, and let's say nobody's gonna suddenly trade with them because let's say you tag him. You then need the cooperation, the Steelers will, of the player and the agent to try and get a deal worked out with a new team and then trade him. I don't see them cooperating at all, number one. Number two, okay, if they transition him, the smart thing would be for another team to come up with a deal that is just like kind of like what the Vikings did with the Seahawks, and you can't use poison pill, but something along the lines, for that Steve Hutchinson deal,
right.
Something where they know the Steelers can't match. If a team does that, Steelers don't match, Steelers don't get any compensation. If the Steelers just let them go via free agency, they get probably a third-round pick back as compensation. So I don't really understand at all the thought process of transition tagging them and then trying to trade him because another team who's going to want him is just really going to work out a deal that they know the Steelers will not financially match. Doesn't really make any sense to me at all that would be their strategy unless ego's getting in the way. But I don't get that.
And Foles, you think they franchise tag him and figure out how to trade him, or do you think
I think they're going to figure something out there. I would think so because I think they got to judge what the market will be. But I think it'd be smart for them.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.